Hi, Lincoln Charter School students. This week we are drawing landscapes. So, what is a landscape? A landscape is a painting or a drawing that shows the land and the sky. Sometimes you will also see water in a landscape. Objects closer to the front are always bigger, and objects farther away are smaller. So if I look at this landscape drawing, I see that the seashell is big because it's closer to me, and the sun is tiny because it's far away. All landscapes have three parts: a foreground, a middle ground, and a background. So remember, a landscape is just a painting or drawing that shows the land and sky, and it has three parts: the foreground, which is in the front, middle ground, which is in the middle, and the background, which is in the back. So, the front of a landscape where objects are bigger is called what? You said foreground, you're right. The middle of a landscape. This one's easy to remember. This is called the middle ground. And the back of a landscape where objects are smaller is called the background. Let's look at some famous paintings and discover the foreground, middle ground, and background. This landscape is by one of my favorite artists, Ted Harrison. Can you locate the foreground? The foreground is in the front where I see the people and the buffalo. Can you find the middle ground? The middle ground is the middle where I see what looks like a lake and some mountains. And the background, of course, is in the back, and that's where I see the sky. Let's look at another painting by Ted Harrison. Can you find the foreground? You're right, the foreground is where the animals are. Now, can you find the middle ground? Right there is the middle ground. It looks like some water with some ice floating on top of it. And how about the background? Once again, the background's easy. This one, it's the sky. This is a painting by an artist named Edward Hopper, and it is a landscape that shows a farm. Can you find the foreground? Yes, exactly. That's where the barn is. What about the middle ground? Right there, it's the middle of the painting where there's a road and more farm fields. And of course, the background is in the back. I can tell it's the background because the white house is much, much smaller than the barn in the foreground. And let's finally look at The Starry Night, a very famous painting by Vincent van Gogh. Can you find the foreground? Perfect. That tall tree or bush in the front is the foreground. What about the middle ground? Excellent. The town with the mountains is the middle ground. And then once again, the background is the sky. So today's a little bit different in that I'm not showing you how to draw step by step. Your assignment is to draw a landscape of your choice. So you could draw a beach, you could draw mountains, you could draw hills, you could draw a farm, you could draw a jungle. The choice is totally up to you. After you complete your drawing, I want you to label the foreground, the middle ground, and the background. I can't wait to see all the wonderful landscapes that you guys create. I'll see you soon.